Summer has finally sprung. It's beautiful out there. So let's have a nosy at some amazing summer dresses that I want to make this year. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher and welcome to my sewing space. Yes, last week I talked about 5 summer dresses that are already in my wardrobe on regular rotation. And this week we're going to look at 5 more summer dresses that I'm actually lusting after making, and I've matched them up with fabrics from my stash. So let's not waste time, let's get in there and nosy at these dresses together. Dress number 1 is from one of my pattern companies that I like to use on a regular basis, and it's CORALLIE BIJASSON. Now I've made 2 or 3 of their patterns. I like their aesthetic and I like the fit of their bodice on me. It is cut for an extremely tall person and I'm an extremely small person, so I have to make height adjustments on their patterns, but that's fairly easy to do and just something that I do on a regular basis. So when I'm looking at pattern companies, I don't tend to look at ones that cater for petite, but if they do, it's a Brucey bonus. CORALLIE BIJASSON doesn't, but they do have alteration lines on their patterns, so it's absolutely fine to use them. Now, I've gone for a jersey sundress that won't crease in my case when I go away in the summer, and it's got a little bit of cute detail on it too. And it's their ENVIE dress. Now, the ENVIE dress can have plain or puffed sleeves. It's got a cute low neck that cinches in at the bust area, and it can cinch in with a tie or a band option. It can be a top as well as a dress, and I will definitely make them as a top as well. And if you mix and match all the options on this pattern, there are up to 20 dress and top patterns to choose from. So definite bang for your buck from what appears at first to be quite a simple pattern. Now, because it's a jersey dress, I prefer them with a little bit of an A-line shape, and then it doesn't cling around the tummy area. So this one is going to fit into that category perfectly. It is aimed at confident beginners, so if you've made a couple of jersey simple t-shirts and you want to progress, then maybe the ENVIE is the one for you to go for. They recommend any knit fabrics that are at between 150 and 300 grams per metre squared, so quite a wide variety there, from your viscose jerseys to your cotton jerseys. You could perhaps even do it in a French terry, but I think the skirt's going to be a little bit too sticky out for me in a French terry, so I'm doing mine in a cotton jersey. For the dress that I want to make, which is the short sleeve dress, you need between 1.6 and 2.3 metres of fabric. So I might get this out of 1.5 metres of fabric even. Winner, winner. It comes in sizes small up to a triple XL, so quite a good size range. And the only notions you need are some rubber elastic. And I'm guessing that that is to cinch it in and hold it flat around that low scooping neckline. So let's have a look at the fabric I want to make the ENVIE in. This is the fabric that I want to use. It's a striped cotton jersey. It's a stuff of Denmark, so they do really good quality jersey fabrics and thoroughly recommend them. I got this from Cumbrian Crafting when I went on a day out to Barrow-in-Furness on the train all the way from Bolton the other week, and this just screamed ENVIE dress to me. So this is what I'm going to make my ENVIE in. I did get 2 meters of it, so I have got slightly more than I need. So I'm going to end up with 1/2 meter of fabric, but I think I can probably do some colour blocking with one of the colours that's in the stripes. So there's a mustard, a green, a lilac and a dusty plum colour on there. So I can get some plains and mix and match and use up the scraps as well. But this is going to be the ENVIE dress from CORALLIE BIJASSON. Dress number 2. I've been lusting after this dress on and off for the longest time since it came out, and I think I'm going to bite the bullet this summer, and it is the Rosalie dress from MAISON FAUVE. It's not their current dress in their current collection. I think it was last year's. It might even be the year before's. So what do they say about the Rosalie dress? It's got a plunged V-neck, which on the photos does come very low indeed, but I will probably be able to raise that a little bit, no problemo. A fitted bodice which skims the body. It's not going to be like a sausage skin fitted bodice, it's a loose fitted bodice. It's got a cheeky front slit on it, 2 sleeve options, so you can have a more put together sleeve with button detail on the short sleeve, or you can have a more floaty version with a tie detail there. And it can be a top or a dress. So if you want it as a top, it's going to be like a bustier type top. So great with jeans, great with wide leg pants to emphasize the difference in shape. But I'm going to do the dress. Now they do say that this is for an advanced sewer, and I get that. There's lots of detail in this dress. There's a concealed zip in the back. There's the point at the front that you've got to get very precise, and there's the detail on the sleeves as well. It comes in EU sizes 34 up to 52, so MAISON FAUVE are okay on the size inclusivity, but they could go a little bit bigger. So the dress that I want to make, you need 2.3 to 2.7 meters of fabric. The other things that you need are fusible interfacing, just 30 centimetres of that. And if you do the button sleeves, you need a couple of buttons for there and an invisible zip. The fabrics they recommend are any lightweight woven fabrics, so your viscoses, your cotton lawns, all work brilliantly for this dress. And the weight needs to be between 100 and 200 grams per metre squared for guidance. So what fabric am I going to make the Rosalie in? This is it. It's my Pretty Woman fabric, as me and Steph call it. We got this from Boys when we went up to Kendal recently. It's a lovely floaty fabric, so perfect for the Rosalie. Not sure on the composition. It's probably got a bit of polyester in there. I know, naughty me. But I just couldn't resist it. Just couldn't resist this. So this is destined to be the MAISON FAUVE Rosalie dress. Dress number 3 is from NH Patterns, and it's their Lucia dress. This is a fairly recent pattern release, and as soon as I saw it when they featured it on the fold line, I fell in love with it. It's a mid-length panelled dress. It's got a square neckline at the front and then a low back at the back. It really does scoop at the back, but you can raise that. There are 2 options for the back. I love the low back, but I'm not sure it would love me. It has double princess seams at the front and the back, so you're going to get a really good fit with this dress, and a back zip as well. They aim this at the confident beginner. I think personally you need to have done quite a bit of dressmaking and be confident with fitting your dress correctly, because it has to be a perfect fit, particularly around that neckline and at the back. They recommend light to medium weight woven fabrics, preferably with a slight stretch. Just because it's fitted at the top, it will give you that little bit of wiggle room. And if you're a beginner, it will give you that little bit of leeway with your fitting as well. So what fabrics would I recommend? Cotton twills, denims, your chambrays, you're getting my drift. Those mid-weight fabrics rather than the lightweights, I think will work much better for this dress because it's quite structured, and a lighter weight fabric will be harder to get the fit right, I think. It comes in sizes 4 to 20, so not very good on the size inclusivity, but if you fit in that size range, this is a beautiful summer dress. You need between 2.1 and 2.5 meters of fabric, so great for not being fabric hungry. You're also going to need some interfacing, I think, for around that detail around the neck to give it a little bit more structure, and a concealed zip. So what fabrics have I chosen from my stash? This is the fabric I really think will look great in that dress, and it's an embroidered chambray fabric. Oh, absolutely love this as soon as I saw it. It's another one that I got from Cumbrian Crafting up in Barrow, and just that done in that dress, because it's a chambray. I know it's got little holes in it, but I think we'll get away with it. And I might even emphasise the detail around the neck by doing the neck area in a plain matching chambray and then the rest in the embroidered chambray. What do you think? Dress option number 4 is one. Just saying, oh my god, there's a wasp crawling down my camera tripod. Give me a minute because I ain't filming watching that. Okay, panic over. I've squashed it. Oh my god, I had palpitations then. I do not like wasps. So, pattern number 4 is from a pattern company that I've only tried again very recently when I made their Nell pinafore, and it's Tilly and the buttons. Now, their pattern sizing isn't great for me, but with a few tweaks I managed to get the pinafore dress to fit me, so I'm going to have a look at another one of their dresses, put my big girl pants on and do the alterations, because I absolutely loved this dress when it came out. The only reason I didn't buy it is because it was a Tilly and the buttons dress, and it's their Nell dress and top. Absolutely love, love, love the tie details, love the big puffy sleeves, just got to get this to fit me. So the Nell dress comes with 4 blouse and dress options. It's got a relaxed fit bodice, V-neck, button or tie front detail, 4 sleeve options, and optional patch pockets on the dress as well. So they aim this at the intermediate sewer, and I've got to agree that I think that's a bit spot on. Because of the tie detail on the front, it's got a slightly fitted bodice, so you need to be comfortable dealing with that. But if you're a confident beginner, maybe you could tackle it. If you really love this dress, don't let the guidance put you off. You'll do it if you love it. So they recommend any light to medium weight fabrics. So for the lightweights, any viscose, cotton lawn if you're a beginner sewer. And then you can go up to your medium weights, your chambrays. It would look lovely in a chambray fabric. Indeed, the embroidered fabric I've just shown you for the previous dress would look great in this one as well. You need 2.8 to 3.9 meters for the knee length option of the dress, or 3.3 to 4.6 for the midi length. Now, being a midget, I know, off the knee length fabric amount, but do the longer version, and that's what I'm thinking that I want to do. So as well as your fabric, you're going to need some interfacing and 10 buttons or snaps. Now the buttons are if you do the plain button down version. The snaps are because the tie front is a faux tie and it actually closes with snaps on the inside. What fabric do I want to make the Nell dress in? This cream eyelash fabric was trending with all the vloggers recently, and I lusted after it and missed out. Then I found out of somebody, I think it was from Alison's So Virtual group. Anyway, while I was away on retreats, a little message popped up on Facebook from somebody saying that Ammo Threads had actually got some of this in. I think everybody else got it from Neil's Fabrics, and you've got to be quick there or you don't get it. I got this from Ammo Threads. I got the last of what they had, and look at that detail. Absolutely stunning. Now it is a little bit see-through this, so I think I'm going to line the top and the bodice and possibly the skirt as well. But then I'm going to do the big puffy sleeves and leave those without lining in. But that's what I want to make my Nell dress in. Last but not least, we're going to go to one of my favourite pattern companies, Itch to Stitch, because they do the different cup options. Now, I've been a little bit in denial with my boobs, I've got to admit. And I went and had a bra fitting done recently, which shocked the bejeebers out of me because I'm actually a G cup, but only a 32 around my middle. So the bra I was wearing was a 34C. So wrong. So I know with sewing patterns it's a little bit different, and you measure your high bust and your main bust. Now I am borderline needing a full bust adjustment. So what I'm going to do with the next Itch to Stitch pattern that I get is I'm going to go up on the cup size. So instead of doing a B, I'm going to do a C cup, but I'm going to go down on the dress size. So instead of doing a 12, equivalent of a UK 12, I'm going to go down to a size 10 and see if that gives me a better fit. A few people have commented recently and said that's what I should be trying to do, so I'm going to give it a go. If you were one of those people, thanks for giving me some advice. I appreciate all the advice you all give me. Don't always listen to you, but on this occasion I'm going to give it a go. So the Itch to Stitch pattern that I want to try in a dress is their Sarata dress. Now I steered away from this dress when it first came out because I thought, ooh, all those gathers, it's going to swamp me. But I think by sizing down and getting the proportions right in the length, I should be able to get away with it. So, as I've already said, you get different cup sizes. There are 4 sleeve options with this dress. You can have it a sleeveless dress, you can have it a sleeveless with 1 ruffle, a sleeveless with 2 ruffles, or a flutter sleeve on it as well. I think I'm going to go for the flutter sleeve option in this, just because I've got quite a few sleeveless dresses in my wardrobe, and sometimes you want something that covers your shoulders up, particularly if you're in your holes and you've burnt them. It's got a V-neck and it comes in 3 lengths: knee, long, and long with a ruffle. Now I really want to do the long one with the ruffle, but I'm not sure if the ruffle is just that little bit too much for me. We will see. So I think I'm going to do it long with the ruffle, put the ruffle on, and then if it doesn't suit me, it'll just be a little bit shorter without the ruffle. That's what I think I'm going to do, just so I can give it the chance of working with the ruffle on for me. This is classed as an intermediate pattern because I think there is fitting in the top. You've got channels around the middle with the elastic, because 3 elastic channels in the middle, which I think is going to be great for me because it will cinch me in the waist area and then float out everywhere else. It comes inside US sizes 00 to 40, so really good on the size inclusivity. They recommend light to medium weight fabrics. So again, viscose is cotton lawns if you want something a little bit easier. Chambrays will be great. You could use a poplin if you wanted, but with all those ruffles, I think a lighter weight fabric is going to work better for me. You need between 2.8 and 3.3 meters of fabric, so fairly fabric hungry, and you need some interfacing, and you also need 1 centimetre wide elastic and some bias binding as well if you're doing the sleeveless version. So what yummy fabric am I going to make the Sarata dress in? Look at that. Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it's a viscose twill, so it's got a little bit more weight to it than a viscose, but absolutely stunning. Love the pink, love the green, love the paisley, perfect. I got this from Higgs & Higgs at the Festival of Quilts last year. Forgot I had it actually, and it had actually fallen down the back of my Kallax units, and I was totally oblivious. And it was only when I was tidying them all out the other day and I pulled everything out and was dusting the shelves, and I looked behind to see if anything was there. Lo and behold, this beautiful fabric was hiding. So I've rescued it, give it another wash, and I'm going to make the Sarata dress in this. So there we go, 5 dresses that I want to make. The reality is going to be that I'm not going to make them all, but I would love to. You catch my drift? But when the sun comes out, I don't sew as much. I want to be out there where the sun's shining, but then I want sunny dresses. What's a girl to do? I definitely want to make the Sarata dress to take on my holes, and I want to make, and I also would love to have the Nell dress made as well, but we will see. I had 7 garments that I want to make for my holes, and I think I've made 4 of them, so I've got 3 to go. So do I add some more to the list, or do I just call it a day? These dresses are all beautiful. Let me know if you've made any of them, any hints and tips, particularly with the tilly and the buttons one, and I will see you all next time for more sewing shenanigans. Bye!